2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the beautiful Pacific Palisades in California, it's the first round of the Genesis Invitational. It looks like a great day out there. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak is walking with the feature group, John McCarthy on the course as well. Rich, what an iconic spot here at Riviera Country Club. What makes this place so special?
Andrew, this is probably my favorite golf course on tour by a long shot. Does it get any better than this? For me, it doesn't. I think it's just a mixture of the holes. You have an easy par 5 to start off with, and you got a brutish par 4 right after that. It gives and it takes. But at the end of the day, you just cannot wait to play it, no matter how good you play or how poorly you play, because it's so much fun being out there. You kind of sometimes get lost that, I'm not playing that great, but man, I feel like I'm in heaven right now. It's great.
I like that one. Okay, this from 210.
That's the way to draw up a nice shot.
Savor this, an eagle opportunity. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
Yeah, this is not going to be easy. It's going downhill, moving to the left.
Five feet remains.
Little birdie looking here.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 5th. Teeing off on the par 4 second. I can hear the golf claps around the course. Let's check out some of the action from earlier today at the 7th hole.
This is his 3rd.
Oh, that's lovely touch. The hands of a surgeon.
All right, let's get back to the action. Let's go down to Henny.
We're looking at a 220-yarder. Yeah, they've clubbed down from here.
On the green, but a long way away. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
Looks like this will move to the left-hand side as it goes up the hill.
Oh, this looks good early. This is looking better and better. It's going to go! Here's a look at the leaderboard. He is in second place. Hideki Matsuyama out in front. Now to the tee of the par 4 third hole. That is deep, deep rough. The ball settles just off the fairway. Here's a look at Lydia Ko from earlier today. Okay, time now to get back to live play. Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down. Really nice play. Needs this putt for par, and that would be huge for their momentum. That one drops. We've got a major champion atop the leaderboard. It's Hideki Matsuyama. Time now for a par 3.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Three iron on the way. And still no putter in the hand.
Airmailed the green with that approach.
Looking to get up and down from here. So close. A chance here for par. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
Yeah, it's really tough to see, but it's going to be straight and then just switch left.
They'll write a par on the scorecard.
I haven't seen a putting display like this since I was 5 years old.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
And he's safely on the green with that shot. And this putt to move into second spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. Just missing the birdie there. And that should secure the par on this one. Currently a couple under for the round. The par 3/6 is unique in the fact that there's a bunker that sits right in the centre of the green here, Rich. These days, a modern architect would probably be shot for designing a hole like this, but we look at it as a masterpiece.
What an incredible design this is, and it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
Opting for the 6 iron. This one is right down the pipe.
4 against the wind to stick that one.
This putt will move them to 3 under par. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
I'm not seeing too much in this from this vantage point. Should go a little bit to the right.
To 3 under with that one. And stepping up the standings after that effort.
Over to the par 4 7th hole.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the Barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
We're going to see what can happen out of the fairway bunker. Always mission number 1. This putt to get to 4 under par. Okay, Henny, what can you tell us about this putt?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
What a recovery, Rich.
Yeah, in the bunker off the tee. Great recovery.
Currently in first place on the leaderboard is Hideki Matsuyama. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 4.
In good form, birdie at the last, looking to add on to that.
bad result right there. I like that. That's okay there. That's a safe shot. Trying to get to 5 under par with this putt. John, give us a read on this putt.
This putt looks like it's going to go right to left as it heads up this hill.
Rolling end to end. This is looking nice.
Let's quickly check out the leaderboard. We got a two-way tie at the top between our featured player and Hideki Matsuyama. And now teeing off on this par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Looks of this. Five under at the moment.
Drawing it in there beautifully.
This one is right at it. Okay, they'll take that. This putt is from 16 feet away.
They've got a great look for birdie.
A 3-footer coming up. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first. A par 4 here.
I wonder if he's going to try and attack this hole. He could definitely extend the lead if he plays it right.
This will play nicely. Feet remains. Chalk up another. That's the 6th birdie of the day. And now after that hole, we've got only one name atop the leaderboard. It's our featured player.
The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Chance to move to 8 under here. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, it's hard to even stand straight on this slope. Big right to left break.
Oh, that one started on a pretty handy line. Has he got enough pace? Go dear. Oh. That was a well-played hole. Take the birdie.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
All right, that's going to move them to 7 under for the event. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole. Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole. That's 8 birdies today. And after that hole, this player is currently in first spot with Hideki Matsuyama close behind him in second. Rich, the 13th hole, slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. If you find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the Barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
The lies aren't too bad here in the first cut of rough. Opting for the 9-iron.
Nice out the rough here.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
A wonderful shot. The chance for birdie here on the 13th. Just 3 feet to the cup.
The short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Luke, it's a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
standing over his second shot. Pass over coming up for this fella. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
There it is. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
We've hit the par 4 15th hole.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
We've got about 180 left to the hole. Let's see what happens out of this greenside bunker. Let's see if the player can manage a par. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
Okay, this one's going up the hill and moving to the left.
This one's looking good.
That's a good putt they made. As we move on to the next hole, the lead is at 4. Here's the par 3 16th hole. They're going to like that. Really well played.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
This putt for a birdie. The putt goes in and they extend their lead. As we move on to the next hole, they improve to 10 under par for the event. Teeing off here on the 17th hole.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
I think this one will be in the sand. Out of the sand. Left.
This is for birdie.
They make that one, and their lead is growing larger.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. We've hit the 18th hole. It's a par 4.
Tee shot up the hill. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
This one appears to be fairway bound. This looks like a 190-yard shot. And the mindset now is to get up and down from here. Talk about closing out the round in style. A chip-in birdie. And folks, at the end of the first round, they find themselves in first place. What a start.
Not bad whatsoever, but still just the opening day. Lots of golf left to play. However, it does give you a little boost of confidence going forward, knowing that right now you're at the top of your form, your game is good, and you're in a good space.
That will do it for our broadcast day. For all of us at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Our coverage of the Genesis Invitational continues. It's the second round coming your way. Hi again, everyone. Andrew Catalon here. Glad to have you back with us. We're so pleased to welcome you back with us on 2K Sports, hoping for another day of excitement on tour. Let's go down to the 10th hole. Tricky will this one be?
The bunker has not been kind to him, Andrew. This is really nasty.
Time now for the third. All right, here we are with a par opportunity. Goes in, and Rich, what a hole.
Bunkered off the tee, wasn't able to find the green, but saves the par with that putt.
Time for the tee shot at the par 5.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
This birdie putt. The putt goes in, adding to their lead. As we move on to the next hole, our featured player has a 6-shot lead. Here's a look at the 12th hole. It's a par 4. Wow, cannot hit it much farther than that. Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
Setting up here from about 185 yards. They've chosen to club down on this one.
Job well done on the approach. They'll take it.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Here's a putt to get to 13 under par. Henny is greenside.
This is a 12-footer here.
Putt is underway.
Another birdie goes in. That's 2 in a row.
I like it. 2 in a row.
Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead. The 13th hole is a par 4.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. If you miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the Barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Okay, that'll play. All right, Henny, how are they going to play this?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here. They've decided to club up.
All right, we can work with that. What a putt this would be to get to 14 under. John, you're greenside. What do you see in this putt?
Pretty sure it's going to take quite a dive to the right here.
How did that not go in?
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right. But it'll be an easy par.
After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. We've made it to 14. The second round is in the books, and when you see the leaderboard, they are in first place.
They are. They're in a great spot. They can't quite get too relaxed as of yet, as there's a lot of golf yet to play. So they really need to focus in going into that next round.
We had so much fun out there today. Thank you for joining us. For all of us at 2K Sports, we'll see you soon. Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. It's moving day at Riviera, and our third-round coverage of the Genesis Invitational is set to begin. I'm Andrew Catalon. Great to be back with you today. And Rich, as we check the leaderboard at the start of this third round, our featured player is sitting on top.
Now things start getting a little bit more real for them. You got 36 holes to go after a great opening 36. Can they keep the pace up? Let's find out.
Let's go out to the first hole. That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out. This is a 200-yard shot. Five-iron on the way. Well, you take a chance like that, and birdie is still in play. Well done. That's what you're trying to do with a chip shot. Just bring par back in play. And after that hole, our featured player is in first place. Let's go out to the par 4 second. Wow, that was launched. All right, Henny, what does this look like?
Setting this one up from around 215 yards. Okay, clubbing down.
That's going to work nicely for him. 9 feet remaining to the cup.
This for back-to-back birdies.
What a start for our featured player, extending the lead early.
That is sending the rest of the field a message right there.
Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place. They are going to be happy with that. Henny, are they in good shape?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
What an aggressive play. That's a great approach shot into this third green, and now a birdie putt coming up. Things are still looking good for our featured player, in first place on the leaderboard. And now here's a look at the par 3 fourth.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
3-iron on the way. Giving themselves a chance. That's all you can ask for. Setting up here with a long putt.
From long range here.
Get better. This one is going to go. As we move on to the next hole, his lead is 10 shots.
And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
We are back with live play. Caddy tells us this is a 9-iron. All right, the putter can come out now. Setting up here with a long putt. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
They've got a downhill. Right to left are on their hands here, guys.
Big swing on that putt right there. They didn't quite get the break right. Distance was perfect. Nice, easy par.
Let's move on to the next hole, but before we do, he is up by 7 shots on the leaderboard. The tee shot at 17.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
That is going to work. Feet to the cup.
They've got this one for birdie.
And that counts. That's the 5th birdie of the day. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. We finish on 18 with a par 4.
Tee shot up the hill. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole. That's the way to draw up a nice shot.
Target practice with these approach shots, just like that.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
And a birdie to finish on 18. Three rounds in the books, and we're set up for a dramatic finish tomorrow.
Oh, it's been sparkling, hasn't it? It's been a pleasure to watch. It's got to be a little strange, though, having such a massive lead, because there's only one way to go, and that's down. Let's see how they handle the pressure on the final round.
Well, that's it for today. On behalf of Rich Beem, Luke Elvy, and our entire crew here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long. We'll see you next time.